Hey man, we are back today with another crawling variation. So today what we're going to go over is what the folks at Original Strength call the axial crawl. And as is our habit here, I'm going to show it to you. And then if you want to hang around in the video afterwards, I'll explain to you why you would do something like this, where its uses are, and that type of thing. So check it out. Okay, so that is the axial crawl. And where would you do something like this, or why would you do something like this? And I think kind of like with the lateral crawl, just the change in direction from not going straight ahead, I think sometimes has value in and of itself, right? Life is rarely just straight ahead, even though we tend to train it that way in the gym a lot. So I think just the change in direction has value. Where it can really have utility, though, where the axial crawl can really have a lot of mileage for you, I think, is if you don't have a space that really affords you a lot of room to crawl. You know, the country is slowly coming out of the coronavirus pandemic lockdown at this point, and I would imagine there were probably a lot of folks who were I'm going to use the term cooped up in their apartments or, townhouses, that kind of thing. And maybe they just didn't have a ton of room to crawl in. A tool like the axial crawl can help you derive all of the benefits from crawling without necessarily having a whole lot of footage or a whole lot of space in order to do some of the longer straight ahead stuff. You do feel a little bit like a dog chasing your tail, and that's okay. If you're using this at home, you don't have to worry about anybody seeing you. So I think that's where the real value in something like that comes out of, is when you just don't have a whole lot of space, or if you just need to change up. I will use that movement when training in my basement. I don't have a whole lot of room. I've got about 30 seconds worth of distance that I can go. I don't know how many feet that is off the top of my head, but it generally takes me about 30 seconds to get from one end of the basement to the other. And if I'm crawling for time, if I'm trying to build up the amount of time that I'm keeping my body under tension with this exercise, rather than come down and stop after that 30 seconds of work, I just axial crawl, turn around, and head back the other way. So I think that's where a lot of the utility for something like this will come from. Like the lateral crawl, I also tend to get a little bit more in my upper body from this one than I do the more straight ahead stuff. So give it a shot, see how you feel, and let me know.